So hello dear students, how are you? Once again I am here and thank you very much for being with us. Today we are going to learn a new unit of your textbook. We'll go to page number 175. Sorry, the unit begins at 174 and the unit is entitled as Pleasure and Purpose. Pleasure and Purpose. So, in this unit, we'll read about some poems and some stories. Though, you have to remember that from this unit, in maximum cases, no question is set for your exam. But for your better understanding, for your betterment in English, we must go through this unit as well. So let's start. At the very beginning of Unit 14, we have been given the learning outcome. Learning outcome, that means after starting the unit, you will be able to recognize and use English sounds, stress and intonation. What type of English word, English sounds you have to use in a specific word, for a specific word. While you have to give stress, give pressure, while you utter a word. The intonation. You know, intonation is the rise and fall of your voice, your tone. It's influx. It's an inflection. Then you will understand and enjoy stories and other text from this unit, and you will be able to interpret, evaluate, and summarize literary text. You will be able to interpret, explain the text, any point, then evaluate yourself and summarize. You can easily find out the synopsis, the gist, the main idea of any literary text. So let's start our lesson 1 at page number 175. So the lesson is entitled as Books. The lesson is entitled as Books. In fact, there have been given in this lesson a poem named by Books by Eleanor Farjeon, a very remarkable, renowned poet, English poet. So, go to lesson 1 and go to at the very beginning A. Ask and answer the given question in pairs. Ask and answer the given question. There have been given some questions at the very beginning. Likely, do you read any books other than your school textbooks? If yes, if you do, then what kind of books do you read? It may be storybooks, poems, novels, or any other things. And finally, you have to write 1 or 2 reasons why you read this type of books. Why you read those books. Suppose I am reading a novel. I am reading a poem. So why? Why I am reading the poem or novel? So we have to find out the reasons for reading those novels, those stories, those poems. So these types are given at the end of the section A. What are the causes? Why do you read the poem, the novel? Then go to section B. There have been given a very nice poem, and we must go with the poem, go through the poem, read the poem, very carefully and try to find out the meanings lie in the poem. Before making the meaning of the poem clear, you have to know that you cannot find out the meaning of a poem by finding only the words meaning. You have to find out the thematic meaning of any literary works, of any poem, like any poem. So if we go through the poem, let's start. What type of meaning we can find out? At the very beginning, what words of wonder are our books? As one opens them and looks, new ideas and people rise in our fancies and our eyes. Whenever you open a book, a new book, you go through the book, you will have new ideas. Your insight will be changed. It can change your thinking, your thoughts. Your insight can be changed. So, what words of wonder are our books? As one opens, when anyone opens and looks, new ideas and people rise. From reading the book, you will see new ideas, new ideas, new people. You can have ideas of new people, different type of characters. And in our fancies and our eyes, in our fantasy, whenever we are reading a book, suppose a story book about something, though you are not seeing the people, but you can imagine that those type of characters are performing in that story, in that play. So this new fancies can be found within yourself. The room we sit in Med 7. Med 7 means liquefy or defrost, soften something. So whenever we start reading a book, the room we sit in Med 7. That means no more we think about why we are sitting. We just concentrating on our story, on our novels. And we find ourselves at play. Suppose you are reading a line that is the hero and the heroine are playing a game. You will imagine yourself as the hero or the heroine, and it will seem to you that you are the performer, you are the player who is playing the role. And we find ourselves at play with someone who before the end may become our chosen fate. Even after reading the books, while you are reading the book, the hero may be your favorite one, or the hero may be your favorite one. So, you have to adapt yourself. In your fantasy, you will imagine, you will be out of yourself, and you will find yourself in a new mood, in a new situation after reading the books. Or we sail along the page. When you go through the page, sail along the page, you have to remember that the poet is writing. He is not saying when you go through the pages, but he is saying when you sail along the pages, you are traveling along the pages to some other land or race. By reading a book, by reading a line, even a single line, you can travel to 1,000 miles away. You can travel to 40, 20 years ago. So, it can take you out of your time, out of your own land. That means you can imagine that you are in a different area, different environment, and you are not at this age. You may be much more older or even much more younger than your age. Then, here is our body in the chair, but our mind is over there. Though we are reading the poem, the story, sitting in a chair, but we are not in the chair. Our mind is roaming around the poem, roaming all around the story. So, we just forget where we are when we go through like such story or poem. In fact, this is a very nice poem by the poet, and it is our pleasure, it's our great pleasure that we have the chance to go through this poem. Then, each book is a magic box. Each book is a magic box which, with a touch, a child unlocks. Since each book is a magic box. After reading the books, you are the magician. Many ideas will be unlocked. You will have new ideas. So you can unlock new ideas, new fancy, new people can be seen within yourself. Then, in between our outside covers, books all hold all things for their learners. From the outside cover, a poem, a book, holds many things, many ideas between the covers. So, from reading the text, we can see few words like fancy, made. Already I have discussed about fancy means fantasy, where you use your imagination, not real. Made means defrost. If something is fast, that is solid, but when you defrost it, you soften it, then it makes something. So, from reading the poem, we can understand that each and every book unlocks new ideas, new imaginations, many more things for you to start a new life, to make an afresh journey, after reading a poem, only a single poem. It can refresh yourself in such a way that you can make an afresh journey. So, turn your page, go to page number 176. There have been another session, that is C. In C, what do you see? They have been given a question. What does the poet say about the good things that reading a book can do to you? What type of good things? Lots of good things can be done to you when you read a books. And another question has been added here. What other benefits do you think reading books can give you? So, reading books can be benefited you in many ways. Usually, you read books for your exam, making a good result. But make sure that you have to read books for enriching your knowledge. However, you must remember to read new books, new articles, and whenever you will be done with your jobs, you will have new ideas. Your mind will be refreshed, and you will be good. You will acquire knowledge for your future life, for your better life. So, this is up to today. Thank you for being with us, and stay home, go with your studies, and if you find any faults, any problem while going through the call, you can join me. You just leave a message in my description box. I will try my best to reply you. Thank you once again for being with us. Bye bye.